Hi everyone, I'm Audrey. I'm a language teacher for the past 10 years of Chinese and Japanese language, and I noticed a very interesting fact. Majority of my students, they only focus on learning the words and sentences. They don't put any effort on learning their pronunciation. The result is that even after they pass their HSK 4 and 5 exams, they still sound like a foreigner, like 我是外国人. That's why I designed this 21 days pronunciation awareness training to help learners to really calibrate their voice according to the Chinese pitches and also to bring their awareness to the pronunciation. After these 21 days, you will see an amazing transformation of Brett and Arlene, the two amazing students of mine, and of course yourself as well. So let's get started. So today we have Brett and Arlene. Yay! Would you mind to introduce yourself in Chinese briefly?
我叫 Brett, 我澳大利亚人, and then 英国人。
我叫 Arlene, 我也是澳大利亚人。
Tell me a little bit more about your learning journey of this Chinese language.
Yeah, cool. So I started at university, so about 25 years ago.
Wow.
To the point where I've even got my cards that I had originally, like lots of them. But I actually have struggled all through, the last 25 years to learn it, and I can speak basic words, and I've always focused on the vocabulary. But apart from that, I've never really got to the point where I feel confident in doing it. So
I've been learning since I was about 15 and done all sorts of courses, and I have confidence in going out and saying the words, but I'm well aware that I'm not pronouncing them right, and that's extremely frustrating. I've got HSK level 2, but I still can't pronounce. So if I'm challenged to read the Hanyu Pinyin, it's very difficult for me.
Yeah, and we've got 4 kids as well that basically learning Chinese too at school. So of course they're coming home.
And I know it's dangerous to give instruction because if you haven't got the tones right, you could be saying something completely different from what you intend to say, which I've learned the hard way.
Today is day 1, so are you ready? Ready! Okay, let's calibrate our voice range, which means, the Chinese has 5 different pitches. In English, we only have high and low, but in Chinese, we have 5.
Okay.
But it's not a problem if you know your own voice range well. So if I ask you the question, are you going to the party this Sunday? Can you say a maybe?
Maybe.
Yes, so may, that is the highest point. May, it's high and flat. Okay. High and flat.
May.
Yes. And then if I ask the same question, are you going to the party this Sunday, but you want it well? So that is the lowest.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm a lot lower than her, so this is my pitch, not hers.
Yes, exactly.
Say may. Okay. So you're a lot lower than me.
Yeah, so that's why you have to know your own voice range.
Gotcha.
It doesn't matter if you're tone deaf.
Of course.
You can still do this.
There's no excuse.
Okay.
It's begun already.
There's no excuse for you as well because not all people in China can sing, so remember that. That's true. So you know your high point and your low point. Okay, so now let out a natural ah. That is our midpoint.
Wow, this is so much lower.
Okay, so that's how you identify your 3 points, your 3 key points. So you have your maybe, well, and
So may, well.
Yes. First tone is high and flat. Give me your maybe.
May.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yes. Second tone, like you start from your neutral one, like the natural and then go up until you feel like you cannot go up anymore. It's like you're climbing. Straight line, guys. Straight line.
Oh.
Yes, short and straight line. Yes, very good. Yes. So what?
You feel like a strain here.
Yes, you're not used to this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's a weird sound, yeah.
I feel
Like go up a little bit more. Start from your natural
So,
Yes. We have to feel the difference. From a natural and then to the highest point.
Yeah.
Okay. So third tone is roller coaster. But the point of this tone is that you have to start low. So slightly lower than your natural So like this, and then You go down to the lowest, and then up again.
Ah.
So yes.
I
Yes.
found my head.
You can do that, or you can use your head, or whatever it helps.
Yeah, sometimes I use my hand.
Ah.
That's pretty good for the first day. The fourth one is like free fall. It's not really bungee jump because bungee jump you bounce back. So this one is just free fall from your highest point to your lowest point in 1 second.
Okay.
Yes, very good.
Ah.
So now let's say the 4 tones together.
Okay.
So right. Yes. Higher. Yes. Right again. Let's start lower and then to your lowest point and then bounce back.
Oh, so we're doing third tone.
So
Okay, sorry. So
yes. Yes. And then fourth tone. Yes. Woo. There you go. That is the day 1. I'm going to introduce 4 words that associate with these 4 tones because tones without context, they're just nonsense. So,
cool.
so the first one, suan, si, wu, an, suan. So when you pronounce the tone, actually you can associate
Feel it
with
in
the
your
taste
cheeks.
of sour. So you feel the cheek is a bit
Swan.
sour. Swan, swan.
Swan.
Yes, so that's
Swan.
sour. The second one, tian, T-I-A-N, tian.
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 That's
Tian.
sweet. Oh no.
No. Even I know that's wrong.
Cut. From your midpoint, go all the way up until you feel like that's the top. Tian.
Tian.
Yes. Perfect.
Tian.
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 The third one, like when you think about bitter things, it's literally like towards the back of a tongue and also it's lower, so cool.
Cool.
Yes, really good. Cool.
Cool.
And
And how's that spelled?
Ku.
Ku.
In the 21 days, we're going to focus on the 21 consonants. So after this, you shouldn't be asking this question anymore because we only had one sound associated to one letter.
Gotcha.
It's very different from English. The last one, when you eat spicy food, what is our natural reaction?
Hot.
Thank you. La.
La.
La. Want to open up your mouth and
La.
let out
La.
the hot air? Like la.
La. La.
Yes.
Is
La.
fourth tone louder? La.
You're using more of your qi here. That's why
You're
feel
pushing
like,
it out.
Yeah.
La.
That's why people
La.
say like Chinese people all sound so angry.
Because you feel like you're kind of shouting it. La.
Yeah. La.
Okay.
But now you know that without making the effort, you cannot pronounce the sound right.
Yeah. So you have to make that effort.
Yes, you have to make some effort.
La.
And
Okay.
develop some muscles here.
Okay. Not a bad thing.
Okay, so that is our homework today.
Okay.
Suan,
Swan.
Swan.
tian,
Tian.
ku,
Cool.
Cool.
la.
La.
Yes.
Okay.
It's day 1 and we'll come back for day 2.
That's good.
Cool. Okay.
Practice.